What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here for episode 22 of our Madden 23 Pink Slip series. I hope everyone out there had a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays. I don't know if you know much about Madden. I don't know if you got Madden for Christmas. But the servers are down bad right now, and I'm going to guess with all the holidays and stuff like that, things are not going to be up and running well into the next year. So franchise mode, especially as it relates to online franchise mode, I can't connect, and it seems like that's pretty widespread, which means, unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers series is going to be put on hold until the servers have kind of righted the ship a little bit. Good news is that Pink Slips is in an offline franchise mode, so we can play Pink Slips. So my plan this week, while we wait for the servers to get fixed, is while I would love to be playing some Panthers and progressing that one along, we just can't. So we will have, today will be Pink Slips. Tomorrow, I think there's going to be a brand new rebuild. I think we can go back and maybe do another Legends rebuild. Have yet to really dive into the feedback on that one. Hope you guys were vibing with it though, because I had a blast looking at some of the legendary ratings and kind of getting a little nostalgia out of it. So I think we got, the next 3 days worth of videos, and hopefully in that time, the Madden servers can get fixed and we can, throw in a Carolina Panthers video franchise before the new year. But today we are going through episode 22 of Pink Slips, a big doubleheader. We have a road game against the Cleveland Browns, a home game week 12 against the Saints, and this episode is going to take us into that week 13 bye. We're going off to the new format where one game is kind of condensed highlights, the other is your traditional C4 franchise mode. I feel like that's the best balance to, not making these videos ridiculously long, but still keeping Pink Slips the way you guys want to see it based off of feedback. Deciding, what games we're going to go full in here. I mean, this is going to be an interesting one here. Looking against the Cleveland Browns, we are obviously coming off a Week 10 defeat against the Raiders. 21-14 was not a great game, losing to the last team in the division as we sat atop big dogs. But a great way to bounce back is when you get a breakout scenario. We're going to kind of leave that for a second here. I want to see what these other type of upgrades we could potentially get. Your protection was an issue. It's definitely more so on the offensive line. I'm not going to throw my X-Factor quarterback under the bus. The offensive line are not being phenomenal. O-line just not happy whatsoever that we call them out to step up their play a little bit. They want to I don't know what to, usually they're tough guys. Usually they can handle a little bit of criticism. I guess not. But we have a breakout scenario here. I'm going to guess it's for George Pickens. Let's see what it is. It is. Get George Pickens. 3 touchdowns or 150 plus yards are probably going to be a little bit more attainable. He's averaging like I don't even know. I want to say he's definitely averaging over 100 yards a game. And we get 150 for George Pickens. And he's going to get off of that star dev and up to a superstar. He's averaging 100 yards a game. So we take a little bit of what Goddard or JMO has been getting. We throw it George Pickens' way, and I think we're going to have an X-Factor wide receiver, which would be phenomenal to pair that with Jameson Williams, who obviously is already an X-Factor wide receiver. So we are going to get into this Browns game. We're going to air this ball out. We're going to force feed George Pickens, and we're going to try and get a superstar playmaker on this offense. Another one. And I guess a quick recap for those that don't know where our squad is at right now. We got Ty Smith and Malik Willis and Dallas Goedert as our 3 X-Factors. You can only have 3 X-Factors equipped, so at least we're kind of maxing that out. The offensive line is solid, even though they're going to be taking a little bit of a morale hit. We got George Pickens and Jameson Williams, height, weight, speed, MVS. Old school, not really fast anymore, but back in the day, he was a prime Pink Slip wide receiver, Will Fuller, doing the damn thing on the offensive side of the ball. And defensively, it's a solid defense, man. There's not a lot of weaknesses. There's a lot of great athletes on this defense. Kind of looking through the Cleveland Browns roster here just to see, what do we got? What do we got potentially up for grabs? Anything here really, you got Jose Morton, 6'3", 220, safety with a superstar dev. Okay, I'm listening. DJ Chark's a Pink Slip style wide receiver. Kwity Paye has made some plays on the channel. Javonte, we're not really in the market for a running back right now, but Javonte, a big fan. PS2, if we get a big win, absolutely. 6'2", 93 speed. That kind of ticks a lot of boxes off for what we're looking for a corner in this great secondary. So a couple nice players up for grabs here if we can handle our business against the Cleveland Browns. So starting on defense, we got to play a little bit of defense. Even though this is a George Pickens game, we got to do our damn thing. Going up against Kyler Murray and the Browns, they take a deep shot right away. You want to get into a foot race with the Cookie Monster down deep? That's another thing, man, with our defense, man. It's so fast. And we got an 18 yards catch there from Pickens, but unfortunately a 3-and-out after that. And another 3-and-out. And another punt. And luckily, we did get a little bit of juice going at the end of the first. Highsmith gets in. We jump a route with Sauce Gardner. Lost in the sauce. He's going to be getting close to the league leader in interception. I think that was his 5th pick of the year. Off of that interception, and we get a field goal. Should have been a touchdown. It was short field, but it is what it is. Able to get another touchdown before the end of the first half. Malik Willis does it himself. And then we had the zone. In the zone, it showed what the route the guy was running. It's like, all right, I knew all along. That's where the ball was going. Jump ball attempt for Sauce. He makes him punish. So then in the second half, we're on offense. It is the George Pickens game. CPU got about 40 yards with him, so we just got to air it out. And when you got to force the ball to George Pickens because you're trying to get a scenario, isn't too many other players I'd want to try to be forcing the ball. He just makes plays time and time again. That catch there, bring up to the red zone. Highsmith able to punch it in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. But we've still yet to hit 150 yards for Pickens to get that superstar dev. And we just knew, man, got to air it out. Throw it up to the big man. He will come down with it. He's too big, too fast, too strong. Get a little touchdown there. And it's not the end. We thought maybe running it back. If he's going on superstar, let's make him have an all-time career-type day. Throw it up. Pickens in double coverage brings the ball down. And it ends up being a rare shutout here in Pink Slips as Golden Eagles knock the Browns off 41-0. And that win here, dominant victory, one of the best we've got. We won the game. We won by 21. It was a shutout, so we got 3 stars right off the rip. Had the turnover battle, which is worth a half star. Looking at our player stats, Malik Willis going over 300, half star. Highsmith going over 100, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 full star. George Pickens needed 150 to go up dev trade. We hit that with over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 full star for George Pickens. And on the defensive side of the ball, 3 total interceptions is 1.5 star. One of those was a pick 6, which is also worth a touch. You know, it's 8.5 star. It's a 5 star. We get to spin the wheel. Let's do it. And just to make this one official, before we do any spins, before we do any upgrades, a player that I've been wanting since this series started, seeing him grow and develop and go off in this series is absolutely awesome. George Pickens, superstar, plus 2K XP. All right, let's spin the wheel, figure out what we're going to get. Don't really have any preference. I think plus 10 any team could be nice this week. Just be talking into existence. Wasn't any crazy upgrades that I saw from that squad. So this means we can hit the best plus 10 upgrade that exists in the entirety of the NFL. This is a big one. But first, our upgrade from absolutely destroying the Cleveland Browns. Not too often you get the waltz right in and take an opposing team's highest rated player. But that is what we're going to be able to do. We're going to take Fatu Kasi, 82 star dev defensive tackle, who's honestly been fairly solid for us. Good run defender. But we're going to use the plus 10 that we earned from beating the Browns to bring in Daron Payne, a perfect plus 10 switch. We're getting 2 years younger. We're getting a better dev trade and 10 overall points higher. A big, big time upgrade for the defensive line. And as far as our plus 10 league-wide, it actually came down to 2 Philadelphia Eagles. One potential upgrade was sending MVS, who was 78 normal, and getting Devontae Smith, who's an 88 star. But I give, with Jameson Williams and George Pickens, we have our wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and I have enough respect for the Slim Reaper not to be like, yeah, we're going to bring him in to be our wide receiver 3. But we were able to find another Philadelphia Eagle, which would instantly become D-Tackle 2, and alongside Daron Payne, who we just stole away from the Cleveland Browns, who is going to instantly make our defensive line that much better. We are sending 74, I think Harold Wright. I don't know if we know his dev. I feel like it's a star. There's a chance it's something, but in the spirit of Pink Slips, we're ticking off all of these players that came from the 2022 draft class that are like the most Pink Slippy players of all time. And on that checklist, Jordan Davis is on that list at 6'6", 336, which is generous. I think he's bigger than that. 97 strength, 80 speed, 87 acceleration. He's as Pink Slippy of a defensive tackle that exists. And maybe we just made a little bit of a rivalry between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns because the Browns were so bad that the Detroit Lions caught some stray bullets. Welcome to Pink Slips, Jordan Davis. It was going to our Week 12 game ahead of our Week 13 bye. It also needs to be said, just in case, for any reason, once we trade him as dev trade, that's a superstar dev left tackle, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, George Pickens is now a fresh and clean superstar for our big number 14 on the outside, but the defensive line. Look at the upgrade. We went from a solid D-line to holy shit defensive line in the span of one game. Welcome Daron Payne. Welcome Jordan Davis. Allen is another superstar. Absolutely stacked. Not only that, we have 2 breakout scenarios. One in the secondary, and it is for Sauce Gardner, who's been an absolute ballhawk this year, as expected. If we can hold the Saints less than 100 yards passing, or 3 turnovers, or get Sauce 3 interceptions, 4 fumbles, CFLs, or sacks, he will become an X Factor. And then we have on, I mean, this is just at X for XP at this point, but why not? Because that's probably the only thing that's lacking. He needs to get that overall rating up a little bit. Malik Willis has been playing at such a high level. Throw 1 or fewer interceptions and have 400 yards scrimmage or 4 total touchdowns for a significant, I don't think I've ever actually hit this. I don't know what a significant amount of XP is. Off the top of my head, knowing that this is a value the same as an X Factor, it should be like 20,000. We're going to start things a little bit different. Let's start things. Let's play offense first. I don't know, just give a little bit of a different perspective. Easy first run there for a first down. And let's just, let's see how crushing potentially if we get a big lead, watching that dribble away because our sim offense does 3 and outs in the second half. George Pickens, baby. Might be the league leader in yards. Honestly, I might need to check that at the end of this. Let's go, Hightower! Breaking tackles. If I did, look at his skill set. I wish this was a thing in Madden. Because in FIFA, when Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi retire, a rookie, I guess you could say, gets auto-generated to be their regen. I wish that existed in Madden. I wish anytime, Tom Brady retires, the next draft class, some quarterback is going to be the next Tom Brady. Have that type of ceiling. Because anyways, Highsmith, he's a generated guy. He's a Sean McCoy. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. His breakout's yards from scrimmage, so we'll take that. Man, I didn't even preview the Saints roster. They do have Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Jones. Good sack there. Ugh. 3rd and goal. They get a touchdown. This might be a shootout. Aaron Jones. Woo! No, he's down. He's down. That's not a fumble. He was down. Won't let me even challenge it. Unreal. 3rd and 14. We hold them to a 4th and 1. They get a field goal off the turnover. Could have been a lot worse. Deal with this speed. Deal with that speed. Wow. It's J.C. Horn. We're not going to say anything bad, man. J.C. Horn he's amazing. Still think we should have had a little bit better touch on that. But at the pick, we hold with 2 field goals off our 2 turnovers. Defense playing well. Man, Malik Willis is just not accurate today, fellas. 3rd and 3. Can he hit something over the middle? Things are requiring a little touch. Not working today. We got the blitz, but wide open is a George Pickens. Should have enough in the tank to take that one to the house. And depending on what our defense do, we might be able to go onto the defense side for the second half with a 1-point lead. Let's see what happens in a minute. They got Patrick Mahomes on the other side. They got the Saints playbook. Yep. They missed the extra point. Trying to get some points for the end of the first half now, knowing that we're doing with the deficit, knowing that the Sims got to control the offense. But it's going to be not easy. Come on, 4 verts. Let's get Jameson Williams down deep. Yep. 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 One of them. Could have thought that it's just Malik Willis fucking sucks today. He woke up and decided he was just gonna, break even after that upgrades that we had in the last episode. All right. Let's play some defense. Unbelievable, man. I hate how that happens. Some games, nothing goes wrong. Other games, you couldn't throw it better to the opposing team. It looked like I was literally trying to throw it to that fucking DB. Oh, well. It's our turn on defense, man. I feel like we're going to have to get, a pick 6, fumble recovery. Come on, Jordan Davis. Oh, you got that little fucking special Mahomes throwing animation. I'm not gonna lie, I'll tell you right now. As much as I like Malik Willis, if we could get past Mahomes, somehow I'm doing that in a heartbeat. There's a few quarterbacks. As we get into great stand to Ron Payne and Travon Walker. Payne got the penetration. Walker brings down the DB. Let's go. Come on. Do what I couldn't do, and that is move the football. Here we go. Running it. Good drive. 3rd and 5. Gonna settle for the field goal attempt, which we nail. Woo! That might be 4th and inches. It is. What a stand. Leo Chenal gets there, forces the punt, which a penalty. All right. Hey, it's one of them games, man. We're gonna have to endure. We're gonna have to find a way. Gonna have to find a way. And yeah, got baited. Hey, you got us. Literally got it. Someone else to step up, man. Troy Anderson had 2 guys on that play, it looked like. I mean, we got no one else to blame, man. We had offense. We controlled the offense in the first half, and, you know, I played like shit. We had very bad luck, very bad RNG roll of the dices. But, you know, we can't complain. We did not. We had the ball first. We knew we were going up against Mahomes, who's going to just be Mahomes. And you got to play at a certain level to think that you could beat Patrick Mahomes with a good playbook on the other side of the football. And first half, we did not do that. Would love to get a TFL here, which we do. Hold to a field goal attempt. Still got a chance. And they missed. That's a gimme. Let's go down. That's no 3-and-out bullshit. 3-and-out bullshit, man. Our offense is on that 3-and-out bullshit. That's why when we can get an opportunity, I should have probably looked, even though Malik was an expert, I should have looked at what +10 upgrades existed in the core, because he's just not good in the sim. He's just not that good in the sim. And maybe that's because even though, you know, Escape Riders, all those things, he's still like, what, 82, 83 overall. He's not going to sim like you have a 90-plus quarterback. But he is just not good in the sim. You see it. You see it. You guys see what I see. 3-and-outs, 3-and-outs. You're lucky if it's like 3 3-and-outs for every one good drive. And you can't have that. It's not sustainable whatsoever. But this is why we play defense in the first half. So then we know how aggressive. There you go. Right there. Whatever you just saw, we're not winning today, right? Oh, he doesn't get sacked, and then, oh, he throws up an easy pick, and my guy just bats it down versus even remotely trying to make interceptions. When we make interceptions, when things are going our way, we make those in our sleep. It's one of them days. One of them days. And that's actually 2 episodes in a row. It's been one of them days for the second game, which makes me just leave this video feeling, pissed off. Oh, okay. He's that guy, huh? Make the field goal. What can we do on offense? Sack. Yep. All right, well, I mean, the whole new field goal. I'm not playing defense off of that. That's not my responsibility. What can we do? Oh, we got a little bit of, Now at this point, it's like limiting how big of a score they get. And we're getting a little bit of a drive here. It's 2 4th-down conversions. Get the touchdown. George Pickens. Extra point. Can we make the onside to make this interesting? I need a refund on my ebook. That Twitch guy said that would work. All right, suppose there's a scenario that we can get, you know, stop him. What was 44 doing? All right, let's get a TFL here. Let's go Troy Anderson. Look, there's going to be one of those gaps. It's going to be open on the A gap. Come on! Oh, my God. That's like one of those ones, too, man. It's just, that's going to be pig scoring. Whatever just happened there is going to be some form of star rating that's going to cost us one of our superstar players. And one of them fucking days. So take a look. They won the game, which is worth 1 star. They have the turnover battle, which is worth a half star. Patrick Mahomes over 300 yards passing is a half star. Luckily, I mean, they didn't really do a whole lot outside of that. No other real scoring on the offense. Defensively, though, they had 3 picks, which is 1.5 stars. Ends up being a 3.5 star performance, which is a +7 upgrade for the New Orleans Saints. So with their +7 upgrade, as always, we act in the most punishing way. We are acting as if we are the Saints and earn a +7. So they're going to spend all 7, and they're going to send Tyler Higbee, 82 star dev tight end. He's 31, and they're going to be getting Dallas Goedert, X Factor, younger tight end. Yep, and then, hey, while we're at it, we take +0s. It's about time, you know, they get the opportunity, team that wins, and they're going to send us the legendary J.J. Watt, who in real life just announced he's retiring at the end of this season. And they're going to get a guy that's just beginning his career, one of our freaky pink slip rookies, Travon Walker. Honestly, he's been a really good run defender for us, and that's going to sting, but hey, if we take cheesy +0s, it's only a matter of time. The other teams play cheesy +0s on us, and that's exactly what happened. That's a big loss. That's a perfect way to end the episode before I get too triggered. We go 1-1, big win, get some superstars, big loss, lose an X Factor, and we go again after the bye week. Next episode, we only have 2 episodes left for the rest of the regular season. We have a home game against bottom dwellers in the AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs. Then we get the Raiders, so it's a back-to-back divisional matchups. And hopefully we get back in the win column, man. Our team, I think we definitely went down rating. I think we're further behind than what we were, losing Goddard and Travon Walker versus gaining, you know, Deron Payne and Jordan Davis. But, you know, that's what happens, man. Sometimes you get dealt a shitty hand. Sometimes everything goes your way. I think that's exactly what we saw here. And we got to make the most of Tyler Higbee now as our new starting tight end. And J.J. Watt, the legend. See what he still has. Any juice in those legs still? Is that back holding up? We'll find out on the next couple episodes. But that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Again, hope you had all a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that good stuff. We'll be back tomorrow with a new rebuild. We might do back-to-back rebuilds again because the Panther series and pretty much anybody out there that's trying to play online franchise mode, it's not working because, of course, it's not. So, yeah, I will see you guys back here again tomorrow with some form of a rebuild. If it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're very close to 160,000. It'd be pretty cool if we could hit that before the new year. Leave a comment in the comment section below about is J.J. Watt going to be washed? Do you think J.J. Watt, first ballot Hall of Famer, speaking and bringing in some IRL with him announcing that he's going to retire? And I'll see you guys back here on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Love ya. Have a good one.